In the event of a water, fire, or mold damage emergency, call PuroClean of Cenla. Well, good morning, everyone. How's it going? It was cold last night. 30 degrees out at AEX. It was 26 at Essler Field. It was cold, and you knew that. So the winds, though, they've turned around to the south. I don't know why that camera's choppy a little bit, but the water's choppy as well. We have southerly winds, so the waves are moving a different direction than they did yesterday. And that southerly wind is part of the mystery that I'm going to talk about coming up here in just a second. Alexandria 43, dew point's 26. That's been the problem right there. The dew point's been in the teens and the low 20s, and we've seen tons of wildfires sparking up here over the last several days, and over the last few days, really. And I think our change today, I'll go ahead and solve the mystery. It's going to be those dew points coming up, and I'm going to show you how dramatic that's going to be. Right now, we had a freeze warning that's gone down there in southeast Louisiana. Still some lake effect snow and some snow showers out there this morning. Good morning, Shirley. How you doing? And then some snow out in the mountains out west. So kind of busy out that way. I'm looking at that forecast for Washington here in a couple of weeks when we're up there. I'm like, please, I need to see snow. I have to get it. I will drive up into Snoqualmie Pass and I will play in the snow. 42 degrees. That was at 9 o'clock. That's up from a low of 30. We have low 50s already in Lake Charles, so things are warming up down that way. And it is going to be windy today, which is not great for fire danger. We're going to see those winds kicking out of the south at about 10 to 20 with higher gusts. But again, the dew points are coming in. Interference with my broadcast this morning. What is it doing? What's the interference? Should be fine on the audio end. We shall see. But there's the wind. It's going to be gusting 15 to 20-ish miles per hour, maybe a little higher throughout the day. And what that's going to do is it's going to bring in dew points that are going to go from the mid-20s to, watch this. This is a 48-hour loop. We're up in the 40s today, 50s tonight, 60s for tomorrow. So that's really, you don't think that it's going to cause that much of a difference, but when dew points are low, it's so much easier for these fires to spread, especially when it's windy. When we get that humidity back up, that is going to be a good thing for the fire danger. It's still going to be there, but it's going to be better than if we saw dew points about 40 degrees lower. 48 degrees, 10 a.m., 66 by 4 p.m. It is going to be a warm one out there. No severe threat across the country. Everyone's in the clear on that. And looking out into the futurecast is pretty boring. Beyond that, we actually do have something I'm going to talk about here, which in the extended, we actually have a slight risk for heavy rainfall in the March 3rd to 7th window from the CPC, Climate Prediction Center. I'm going to post about that and discuss that a little bit later, a little bit more, because we so desperately need it. I saw it yesterday. I didn't want to jump on it just yet because I wanted to see more continuity in the models. And now that I see that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually mention that as a forecast as opposed to just an idea. So rain showers move through on Friday. That gets out of here. And I'm sorry, on Thursday that moves through, gets out of here. Friday, it's slightly cooler, but we're really not going to see much out of this. I would think this is going to be pretty great news here if we end up getting a tenth to a quarter of an inch out of this. I really don't see much here over the next 7 days, and you can see that in the 7-day forecast. We have 60s today, 70s throughout, even 75 behind that front. You notice the overnight lows come down. That's because we will have some drier air, but not to the extent we've seen out of this that last bout of dry air that took dew points in some cases down into the teens. So it looks warm, March 4th through the 10th. This is the 8 to 14 day outlook. And contained within that, it looks like we're going to have multiple chances for rainfall. So we have the second layer of green with the third layer lurking out to the west. That just means we have a better chance for above normal precipitation, which this time of year we're looking at over an inch of rain on an average week. If you go ahead and just do the math throughout the month, if you have a 5-inch month where you're supposed to get 5 inches of rain each week, about an inch and a quarter. So if we're above that, that's some good news because we need it right now. We need a few inches of rain in the worst way on every level, it seems like, because we have stream flows that are getting pretty low. We're getting into the warmer season, so evaporation's going to kick up, and we already have that fire danger that's kind of perking up, so not great. Miss Biddy, 31 at your house? Yes. Fireplace time. We're running out of those days, I'm telling you. But it does look like there is hope here as we get into the second week of March and even into the latter half of the first week of March for some good rainfall across the area. And I don't see another freeze in the cards for the next couple of weeks, so that's some good news as well. Doesn't mean we're in the clear for the year, but it does mean that we are good to go here for the next couple of weeks and hopefully beyond. I'd love to see that. No more freezes. Everybody's plants are wonderful. The trees don't bud out and then just get a hard freeze on them, which we actually saw close to that in in parts of the area with that 26 out at Essler Field. So that's it for me. Glad the audio is perfect for y'all. I'm going to get out of here for right now. I'm going to make a post about that extended stuff. And if you didn't see my post I just put up, Southern Heritage Bank on Jackson Street, there's some construction. So just, it's going to be a little wonky getting in there. You're going to have to take the back entrance. All right. Thank you, Miss Carolyn. Good to see you. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Have a good one.